Please welcome to the show, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin, did you ever
What's
think
up,
you'd
guys?
be back? Cheers.
Excited to be back. Don't worry. I got this nice throwback theater.
Well played.
Please welcome to the show, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin, did you ever think back? Cheers. Excited to be back. Don't worry, we got this. Nice throwback. Well played. Caitlin Clark just pulled off something no one expected. And she did it live over Zoom, in a completely unfiltered conversation with two WNBA icons, Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi.
What will the league have in store for them when they get there?
Look, SVP, reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing, and that's just life. We all went through it.
Of course.
And you see it on the NBA side, and you're going to see it on this side, where, you look superhuman playing against 18-year-olds, but you're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time.
From the moment Caitlin popped up on screen, it was clear. This wasn't going to be your average feel-good chat. Nope. This was raw, real, and refreshingly honest.
Congrats on your retirement, D.
Thank you.
And congrats
Now,
to you.
Unfortunately,
Well,
reality is coming to me now.
What's your big plans?
Get in early.
What are you going to do?
I keep telling Sue I thought I was going to have all this time to do all these things. I'm more busy now. So if I give you any advice, play as long as possible.
We'll see. We'll get to 10 years. Then we'll think about it.
It's 10 years.
She peeled back the curtain on everything from the jump to the WNBA, to team chemistry, to the whispers in the locker room. Oh, and the drama? She didn't shy away from that either. But what exactly did Caitlin say? And why is everyone in the basketball world still buzzing about it?
What was it like for you two to play against each other?
It was amazing. I've been following Caitlin for so long and been watching her college career just in awe. And to be on the court and, the first game was in Phoenix, and it felt like the last game that was ever going to be played. There was such anticipation. The crowd was going crazy. All the people that came out to see Caitlin and our teams play against each other. It really was an amazing moment. And you talked about how, if you could play against anyone that is this new generation. So I got to cross paths with Caitlin, at least for a couple games. And to me, that meant a lot, Like, we've been doing this for a long time, and to see Caitlin do what she does is, I think someone said the other day, I'm like, I want the season to start so I can watch you again.
Stick around, because Caitlin didn't hold back. Not about Paige Bueckers, not about Diana Taurasi's iconic quote, and definitely not about the rumors Cheryl Swoopes has been spreading. Ready? Let's get into it. It was the callback that echoed across the internet. 1 year ago, Diana Taurasi looked directly into the camera and gave Caitlin Clark a warning. Reality is coming.
What it was like to play against D?
Well, I was saying, that game in Phoenix, because we only played in Phoenix one time. And it was before Olympic break. Obviously, we had All-Star there too, but it was a great game. Honestly, I'm pretty sure we were down 10 or 15 and came all the way back and won. That was our first win versus a team that was above 500. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Into the camera and gave Caitlin Clark a warning. Reality is coming. Reality is coming, she said confidently. There are levels to this, and that's just life. Fast forward to now, and Diana may have had to eat those words. Caitlin's response: a small smirk, a subtle nod, and a confident smile.
Caitlin, how excited are you for this next WNBA season? New head coach and Stephanie White. You added Natasha Howard, who Sue knows really well, DeWanna Bonner, which I know really well, Sophie Cunningham. I mean, it seems like, from the outside, this roster's ready to compete now, which is easy for us to say. We know there's a process to get there, but when you see that and you see those names come in, what does that make you feel like?
There was humor, sure, but it was also a bold statement. Reality's here, and I'm ready. As the conversation moved forward, Caitlin asked Taurasi about retirement. Congrats on your retirement. Thanks, and congrats to you, too. Unfortunately, reality is now coming from me. The vibe? Playful, but layered. There was respect, but also a sense that the torch was being passed in real time. When Taurasi and Clark first shared the court in Phoenix, the moment was electric.
Oh, well, I mean, obviously on paper we have a really good team, but you only have, we start training camp, I think, on the 27th, and then we have a back-to-back of preseason games on May 3rd and May 4th. So it's you have a very short amount of time to put that together, and 7 new pieces, and whether we carry 11 or 12, more than half of our roster, that's a hard thing within itself, but we should be pretty good, and I'm excited about it. I think what we needed was we added a lot more experience. In the playoffs, we just didn't have that. We were a young group. Even Kels, obviously with being with the Fever during her entire career, she hasn't really had the opportunity to play in a ton of playoff games. So having that, whether it's Sydney Folson, whether it's DB, whether it's Natasha Howard, whoever it is, I think having that experience is going to be really good for us and that leadership in the locker room. So
it felt like the last game ever played, Diana recalled. The atmosphere was wild. People came out to see Caitlin, and it was honestly special. Clark remembered that game too, but from a different angle.
What are you doing in the offseason working on your game?
You're trying to get stronger, a lot of time in the weight room, and it's something I kind of enjoy, so it's been pretty easy for me to spend time in there and really work on that part of my game. And I think the biggest thing on the court is just that mid-range area. I got pretty uncomfortable in there when I would get in there, whether that's I didn't really have any floater. I didn't like taking a mid-range jump shot, so just getting more comfortable when I get my feet kind of into the paint, and honestly trying to just add a floater to my game, and finishing through contact and little things like that. But I think just going back to the weapons that we've added this year, there's going to be so many different things that we're able to do that I think it'll be able to make my life a little bit easier, and it should make everybody's life a little bit easier on our team.
We were down 10 or 15 and came all the way back and won, she said proudly. That was a big moment for us, our first win over a team above 500. Moments like that shape players. They're more than just numbers. They're battles. They're breakthroughs. For Caitlin, it wasn't just about playing against a legend. It was about proving she belongs.
People in the Fever were like, y'all.
That's not my point. There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some new shit going on around there.
It's a lot. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I don't
want to be here.
This is where I want to.
But it wasn't just throwbacks and highlight reels. Caitlin's also looking ahead to the next WNBA season and beyond. With a revamped Indiana Fever roster, including names like Natasha Howard, DeWanna Bonner, Sophie Cunningham, Sydney Colson, and Brianna Turner, not to mention new head coach.
So when you play against a Coach Auriemma coached team, what kind of beast is that?
Well, I think they just are so disciplined. That's just, we're going to do what they do. They're going to do it really well. And also I think for myself, facing his teams, they always had some of the best scouts against me. You can tell how smart he is.
Yeah.
He understands the game. He's coached against so many really good players, and there were games I would go into and the scouts were just it was just come on, why are you going under ball screens? Why are you in drop coverage? But he just made it.
Stephanie White, Caitlin's fired up. On paper, we've got a really solid team, she said. But chemistry doesn't build itself. With 7 new players and a short training camp, we've got work to do. Still, I'm excited. And it's not just excitement, it's preparation.
Throw different defenders at me, and obviously having Nika Mule last year, she's probably one of the better defenders that I've faced. She's just up in your grill, she'll pick you up 94 feet, but then he just always has an answer, has different people, and I think that's one of the best things about him. He has one game plan, but then he has something in his back pocket that he can go do, and that's gonna bother you again.
Caitlin's putting in serious work, especially in the weight room. You might have seen that viral off-season pic where her arms looked jacked. She laughed about it. AI is getting out of control, she joked, but then got real. I've spent a lot of time in the weight room. I enjoy it.
When you watch Paige play and you see her in the next level, what are the things that obviously she's going to take to the WNBA and it's going to translate instantly? And what are the things that, it takes you a couple games to get used to?
I think her poise, that's something you need coming into the W. It all hits you so fast. Is you're moving to a new city, you're trying to understand new teammates, you have a new coach. while you're trying to live up to all these expectations. And I think that's like one of the greatest things about her game is just her poise and her maturity, and nothing ever seems to faze.
And I've been working on my mid-range, adding a floater, finishing through contact. It's all part of evolving. She's not just training to survive, she's training to dominate. And while fans
Honestly fit right in, so I mean, and like
So,
that
Caitlin,
arena's fun to play in too. Like it's a small place.
Yeah.
It's loud. You know, honestly, they should move every game to American Airlines because I think Paige has that type of draw. Like she'll be able to bring those type of fans in. I know we're playing there one of our games. Hopefully the other one gets moved too. We would appreciate that, Dallas Wings, if you can move the other one. But
Putting the
I
pressure
love
on.
it. I love this.
focus on her highlights, Caitlin is focused on leadership. She knows this season will come with big expectations, and she's ready for that responsibility. Then came the topic everyone's been wondering about, those locker room rumors.
I think I picked one up quick in the first quarter, which is you're always doomed when you pick up a quick one. And then I picked one up in the third quarter and it was time to go home. So
Yeah.
I took my ass to the back and chilled out, and my team got the win, and we went from there. But
how
I
many
had to make.
technicals did
I
you
had
get
to-
last year?
Say that again, Caitlin.
How many technicals did you get last year?
So last year, I think I think the limit is 7, and you get
7. Yeah,
suspended.
you got 6.
I got.
Remember when Cheryl Swoopes claimed the Fever had major chemistry issues? Caitlin finally addressed it. That whole week was like, Indiana doesn't get along, she said. And I was like, great, because this is the most together team I've ever seen.
I got 2 for slapping the stanchion of the hoop, and then I got another one for accidentally hitting somebody in the eye. So half of mine weren't even like me getting to talk to the ref, which was dumb.
Yeah. I hate those side technicals. It's like, just look away. Why are you looking at me?
Act like you didn't
Just
see
go
it.
call the foul. No. What at me for?
She was clear. People think they know what's going on in the locker room, but they don't. Last year we had so much fun. Yeah, we started 0-8, but we figured it out together. That's what changed everything. It was a powerful reminder. Not everything you hear is the truth. Caitlin's sticking with her team, and she's not here for the noise.
I got 6 too.
I had
But this
2
year,
my whole career.
Hey, you
This year
got
I'm
double
not.
too. I can see it. Yeah.
oh wow, Sue, you're so perfect. That's good.
Okay, Caitlin, over under technicals.
The
next
refs
year.
love me.
I'm going 4.5.
For
Over
Caitlin? Over.
Over 4.5. I'm
Under.
going over 2.
I already told.
No
I already
way.
told.
No
I already
way.
told Steph too. Next.
2.
And it's more games.
Oh, it's
Well,
more
the
games.
thing is, look,
The
I
odds are
was
against
close-
you.
I was close to getting suspended for our last game, and like obviously every front office or your GM like tries to like get your technicals taken away, and they wouldn't take any of mine away.
She also opened up about the challenges of playing against legendary coaches like Geno Auriemma. Caitlin's faced UConn 3 times, from the Phil Knight Invitational to the Final Four, and every game was a grind. They always had the best. Scouts against me, she said. You could tell how smart Geno is. He always had something in his back pocket to throw at me. That chess match mentality was constant. Defenders switching, game plans changing mid-game, and it made her better.
Want to be like her? You want to be like me? This is your choice this year. This is your choice.
It's like the
I'll be in
angel
the
of the
middle.
devil.
I'll be in the middle. Don't worry.
In the middle. Thank you.
Perfect. All right, guys, I don't know if you saw, but this is turning into a little bit of a blowout. A little bit of.
Oh my God.
We are going to take a look at some memories. Caitlin versus Dee in the All-Star game in Phoenix. As Diana likes to call it, the ultimate.
That's the setup game.
It's a setup game.
Caitlin, when you're on the next national team, don't play in that game. It's the ultimate setup.
It's a setup.
It's a setup.
You guys are all
None of you
loose.
guys.
You guys are all loose.
Aisle. I was having fun.
I had a great time. I had a great time.
Yeah,
I
look
had
at
my
Sue.
cup in my hand. I had a great time.
She was having the best
Sue
time ever.
said she was
Thank you
rooting
so-
for the team WNBA.
I was on that side of the court.
When Paige Bueckers' name came up, Caitlin's admiration was obvious. Her poise, she said, that's what's going to carry her into the W. Nothing phases her. She's mature, she can score at all 3 levels, and she's versatile. She can run the point or play off ball. That's high praise coming from someone who's dominated college hoops herself. And then the conversation took a hilarious turn to technical fouls. Diana shared a story about getting tossed from a game after 2 quick texts, while Caitlin revealed she came close to suspension after getting 6 technicals last season. Half of mine weren't even for talking to refs, she laughed. One was for slapping the stanchion, another for accidentally hitting someone in the eye. When asked how many texts she thinks she'll get this season, I told Coach Stephanie. Just 2, Caitlin promised. Sue and Diana immediately took the over. As the laughs rolled on, the conversation circled back to Caitlin's growth and grit. Whether it's controlling emotions on the court or leading a locker room full of stars, she's already thinking like a vet. The interview wrapped with a warm moment, Sue and Diana wishing her good luck and reflecting on the future of the league. Caitlin. Clark didn't just join the conversation, she became the conversation. In a Zoom call with 2 of the greatest to ever play the game, she proved that she's not just the future of women's basketball, she's the now. From clapbacks to chemistry, from locker room truths to technical fouls, she's sharp, grounded, and unafraid. And as this next season begins, one thing is clear. We're all witnessing something special. So what do you think? How many techs will Caitlin pick up this season? Will the Fever make a deep playoff run? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on our next upload. Training camp is right around the corner, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.